Okay.
I'll give you a 10-second countdown.
Gotcha.
Just remember to look at whoever you're directing the question to. You can fill in.
So are my questions and everything. Okay. Hi, I'm Nico Sorrentino, and this is Success in Under a Year. Joining me today is two prolific northern working men. One of them is my good friend Dom, and joined with him is his right-hand man, Danny. How are you two feeling today?
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much. About yourself?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. So kind of what I wanted to talk about a bit today is your company, Olymlus, which from my time knowing Dom has been his pride and joy. So I wanted to just wonder if you can tell me how your company kind of came to be, how it came to fruition, how it arrived from basically, and how also did you get the name? Like, where did the name kind of come from?
So, funny story, I dropped out of uni due to medical reasons, personal medical reasons, became a labourer for an event company, built my way up, and became a freelancer, working all across the country, meeting new contacts. And eventually I was like, you know what, I want more, I want better, I want to do it on my own. Took the leap of faith and it's been going well since. And the name is just demigods, innit? You're getting crewing, we are demigods.
Yeah, like Olympus Mountain, we sort of got together and we thought what would be a good name. So we thought like a mountain. So we're starting off at the bottom and you're reaching the summit, you reach your goals, you reach the top. And that's what we're constantly doing, trying to reach new heights.
So your kind of goal mainly is just always kind of achieving that new high. That
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, yeah.
So I also, from the time I know Dom, he's always had this very strong sense of community, which I definitely, from being on site the other day, you guys definitely are really good at teamwork, really good with kind of problem solving and all of that. How do you guys take your, you know, your very closeness and your sense of community, how do you kind of implement that into a day's work, basically?
Yeah, so obviously the whole crewing aspect, our values of the company basically is just a very good work ethic, being smart with it, and just to enjoy yourself as well, really. We're here, you go to some very, very fun events. I mean, we've seen some very high prolific people. We've worked on boxing, we've rigged the whole rings and everything, and it'd be good just to watch on TV and be like, you know what, I've set that up, or I've helped with the order of that event. It gives you a sense of gratitude, really, and it is very, very good work. It's very fun, and you work very hard. As soon as it's finished, you know you've worked really hard, and it's worth it, basically.
Sure. And so for these clientele that you find, what's something that you look for in them? Like, what's something that kind of, you know, what are some do's and don'ts for clientele that you hire? What are some traits in them that you definitely look for, and what are some traits that you definitely try to avoid when taking on some different client?
To be honest, clientele-wise, whatever the job is, whoever the job is for, as long as they're paying, we will get the job done right. It will be efficient. We just expect the clients to treat the crew with the same respect that they treat them with. After all, we're the crewing company for the clients and for the crew.
And that's the sort of motto we arranged, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
We tried to... We were looking to try, we've never really run a business before, so it's all new to us. So we've been looking at marketing, we've been looking at all these different aspects, and we're just learning every day. And it's a journey that we're both together. I'm very, very glad Dom, I couldn't have thought of a better person to work with, although he's very annoying at times and very hard work. He is one of the most hard-working people I know, and it's a pleasure to work alongside him.
For sure. From the time I know him, he's always been just always on it with the
Absolutely,
hard work.
absolutely.
From what you guys mentioned is that you guys have never ran a company before, but I know that you guys have worked with Connect, Cruisewell, and you guys have kind of worked your way from the bottom. So how did kind of that shift from just, you know, from just kind of working as managers in higher up positions, from managing this whole company, this kind of new big conglomerate, how did that kind of shift go about, and what was like some big changes that you guys kind of had to make in mindset and everything to get there?
Yeah, well, I've been crewing, well, I had been crewing for roughly 5-6 years. Took a break for it, obviously, for university. It's great for people in university because you can pick and choose your own hours. So I was doing bits on the side and that, but I do feel crewing gives you very core basic morals, basically. So it provides a good work ethic, and also the more you do, the more experience you get, like you say. You get a good name for yourself, and I think that's where we've both got it from. We both came together and we thought we're very similar people. yeah, from the core values of the companies we've worked for, we've managed to expand and turn something very, very special and very exciting up and coming, basically.
So what are some of the kind of skills you have learned from like both of your previous experiences? Like I know that you guys have been worked with some very, very well-renowned people in the past. So I'm just wondering, what are some skills that you've taken away from that and kind of amalgamated into this new company?
It's a people game. You learn how to handle people, how to be a leader, how to bring the
Absolutely.
best out in people. That is what this company is about. It's about seeing the potential in someone and showing them how to unlock that potential in themselves, making them the best person they can be.
Yeah, I completely agree. Just exactly what Dom's just said there. It's all about work ethic. That is what it is, basically. If you've not got a strong work ethic at the start, me and Dom will make sure you do it at the end. We will consistently push you to limits you don't know you've ever reached before. But that's not forcing you to do that. That's off your own back. And crewing has the ability to turn people that will go very far in future, just through the pure work ethic values and knowledge of networking with different people.
Yeah, and I mean, I know like for anyone who is looking to join for that, can you take them through kind of a typical day of what goes into the forethought of before kind of a shift goes on, during, beginning, middle, and end, and afterwards, kind of how you can decompress from like a hard day's work and just a typical day kind of through like an on-site job for you guys.
So for me, it all starts with the client. I'll send the job to me. I'll get contacted over like, can I get X amount of lads at a certain location? It could be anywhere across the UK. And I'll contact the lads, see who's best to put on the shift, who's best suited for that type of work. They'll arrive there. There'll be a crew chief on site. He'll get a list of jobs for the day, and then he'll delegate tasks to each team member, whoever's most efficient on that part of the job. And for me personally, after the job, if I know it's gone well, that's when I can rest easy and be happy.
Yeah,
I know it's been a good job.
no 2 days are the same as well. That's
Innit,
that's
yeah.
the beauty behind it. You can be loading a truck, or you could be setting up a huge arena, basically, with tiered seating and anything like that. No 2 days are the same, and that's where you're forever expanding. That's why you're always on your toes. And it's just a great job to have, basically.
It never gets boring, I tell you.
Yeah,
that for sure.
absolutely.
It never gets boring.
I can tell you from the on-site thing, you guys had a bit of a day the other day.
Yeah, with
know.
a truck. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be very good at Tetris.
But you guys, yeah, that's the other thing I was going to mention. You guys are really good at Tetris for one, and then the other thing is just you kind of really know, you really kind of get kind of how to solve these problems when faced with like harder challenges. Like you didn't seem to really even flinch, not with the rain, not with kind of the harder things. Like you guys just kind of go for you. You kind of just grit your teeth and just get down to it, which is something that is very admirable and something that a lot of people could take away from it. So speaking also on kind of the events and stuff that you've worked with, I know that you guys have recently done a very large show at the Victoria's Warehouse. It was one of your biggest yet. And so I wanted to ask kind of how a job that big goes into play and how that comes about. And also, Danny, I wanted to ask, how do you usually get work from Dom? Is it just a message? Is there kind of a planning in between that? Or
Yeah, so basically we touch base probably once every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very extreme. We spend a lot of time with each other, whether it be over the phone or whether we're both together, go and grab a coffee, or any location just to get away, so you're out of the norm, so you're in different locations to make your mind tick over. Creativity is the main thing we've been looking for at the moment. I think we've definitely bound off each other in the creativity aspect
yeah,
of.
definitely. Keeps me going.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just try and get away and plan stuff, see how we can do things better. We say, oh, well, that didn't quite work on the last event. We can be better. It's all about learning from your mistakes.
I'm full charge ahead, mate. Like, as soon as I get a job coming, I will not rest and will not stop till I know that job's sorted.
Yeah.
Whereas Danny can calm me down a bit and let me look at everything, help me look at it a bit better.
Yeah, just different perceptions is what we look for, basically. Yeah.
all right. So just kind of close things because we're closing out. We only got like about a minute left. Just any quick things for anyone else in the room that kind of wants to ask them questions or has anything to add to that out of curiosity. If anyone wants to ask them anything. All right, well, that's a bit awkward. I guess in that case, then just to close, can you tell people how to get in contact with you if they want to?
Yeah,
work for you,
sure.
or-
Well, we've got a website worked very hard on. That's olympus.co.uk. Am I right in saying that?
olympuscrew.co.uk. You can
Yeah.
also contact me via email, dom@olympuscrew.co.uk, or on 07904 903 452.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you guys for joining me. Have a good day.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
having us.
Thank you,
All right,
Nico.
thank you.
Cheers.